I'm late, but I'm here, and let's see what's happening. Um, I'm actually just not feeling very well, but it's Facebook Friday, and I am happy to be here, even though I am extremely late. So forgive me for that. We're trying something new today, and I'm just going to check that this is working. So I think I need to mute. Extremely late, so forgive me for that. Yeah, we don't need to hear an echo. One of me is plenty. Okay, so it looks like it's all working, except I can't see if anybody's joining. So hopefully you are, and I will figure that out. So I'm going to wait for a second. Normally I just jump right in, but because I'm late and I'm starting something new, I don't want to get like halfway through the project and realize that this is not working. So I'm a mess. The hair, the house, life, it's a mess. And that's all I got to say about that. And it says that I'm live there, so let's, let me go over here to my phone and see if you guys could see this setup. I mean, it's a little ridiculous, everything that you have to do, and it's showing that I'm live on Facebook, so let's see, how can I see that people are joining, because I see there's 3 people here, so, it's not letting me, well, crumbs. The feed is live, but I can't, and I can see that there's people and the captions are activated, so I don't know about that. I might just have to play with this some more because, I mean, obviously I was playing with it earlier, but I didn't have anybody joining because I wasn't doing it live, you know what I mean? I was just practicing in my little practice group, and I should have had one of my friends come and join. So let's just see if, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oopsie. Okay, so this is all fancy and well and good, but I can't see your comments, and I want to be able to see your comments. So I think that I'm going to come over here. Let me take off this host code. How do I do that? Oops. Oh, hey, Laura. Okay, awesome. So she sent me a message that it's working. Yay! Yeah, good old Facebook, and, you know, it's Friday, and we're just going to roll with it. So click to enlarge. Yes, it is so cold outside. Hey, Barb and Gail. Yay, my friends are here. Yay, that makes me so happy. It really, really does. So, am I supposed to be on Facebook or the minicam? I don't know, but I do know I have got, this is what we're using today, by the way, surprise, and I have got a little setup here behind me. This is going to be my club class for February. So it's got the, and I don't know if this is going to be backwards or not. I have to go to the other screen to see that. So I don't think it's backwards. So we've got this fun little flip fold card that can also be a gift card holder. So this is fun. Obviously we're using the snails, and then you're going to make the little box. There we go. And so we've got the little box that coordinates. So you're going to make 2 different cards and 2 coordinating boxes, okay? Plus, I have this super fun little frame. So, I'm probably going to change this piece up. So, just in case you don't have this stamp set, you can still put this together. These are fussy cut. These will be die cut for you. And the snail is a die cut as well. So straight from the paper, so you don't have to color it. And then, like I said, I'm going to change this piece out to something different. It'll still say happy. But so this is Club, and I'm going to have all of the details for you very soon. I promise. I'm going to get this out this weekend. I'm going to change up that one thing, get it photographed, and I will get it out to you and explain all about the projects for February. So, happy about that. Let me kind of just put this back over here for a minute. Okay, so this is the current host code, and if you would like to place an order for any of the products that I'm using or for anything Stampin' Up, you can go to right here and hit shop now, and then if you'll use this host code, as long as your order is under 150, if it's 150 or more, you'll still get the projects, but you will get your own host rewards. So don't use the host code, because that host code's for me to get rewards so that I can send you guys prizes. So I can take this off and I can switch back over to the iPad, and then I've got to go back to Facebook because I'm going to have to do some research on how to be able to see. Thanks, Laura. I'm glad you like that. Oh, thanks, Gail. Okay, so I'm just back over here on Facebook, and this will disappear in just a second because we're on a delay. And I'm not used to being on a delay because I use a different software for that. So there we go. Now that's gone. Okay. So, a touch of ink, and then you guessed it, the Flower and Fields Designer Series paper, Flower and Field. This is my absolute all-time favorite paper, and I have been, yeah, Susan, it's okay, I was late too, a lot late. But we're all here, so great. So we're using this paper. This is free with a $50 order. The stamp set that I'm using is free with a $100 order. So if you did the $150, you wouldn't use the host code. You could pick these two items, plus you'll get the project pack that we're making today, and you'll get $15 in free product directly from Stampin' Up. Okay, so let's just go along how it is, and we'll figure it out. And then Darlene's going to play for a little bit. I will play with it maybe over the weekend or something. Okay, so we have got, ooh, it looks like a delivery's coming. I don't have dogs, though, that'll bark at the knock on the door. Okay, so we've got Just Jade cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And 4 1/4 by 11, and I've already scored it in the middle at 5 1/2. Rewind. Okay, so we'll get that scored and put together. And I need to grab inserts. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm not going to do envelopes today, but I will tell you how, because I'm so late and like Andy's going to be home soon, so I'll just tell you what I'm just going to put the image that I stamp on the label. That's exactly what I'm going to stamp on the envelope. And you guys have seen me do that before, so I hope you're okay with that. I've got my liquid glue here, and I'm going to put this onto this piece of black. And I will go in and list all of the measurements. We'll probably end up on a blog post. They'll be available. They will be available. Okay. So that is going to go down like that, and then we'll put this like this, and if there's any hanging over the edge, because sometimes you know, it just doesn't cut straight. So this will go in like this. So let's just, I'm not going to do the inserts, I just changed my mind. It's the same as the envelopes. You can stamp whatever you would like on the inside, but because I plan to give this as a gift, I am going to leave all of my insides blank. So I'm just not going to take the time to do it right this second. So this is going to go flush from bottom to top, and then I'm just kind of looking at the edges to make sure, you know, the sides here to see that we've got an even space. And of course with that liquid glue you had that, I had that second to just slide it over. So, and we look like, it looks like it's good. Okay, so I'm going to take the Just Jade ink and I'm going to stamp the outline of the hummingbird. And this is gonna, it might go off the circle. This is the largest of the layering circles. So let's kind of make our hummingbird go off this way. So pretty. And then I do need a piece of scratch paper because we're going to be doing some stamping off. When you do this two-step stamping with the same color, you get a, it'll look like you had two different colors. So it lengthens the life or the, you know, the use of your ink pads that you can get. And sometimes with the darker colors, you can get even 3, 4, sometimes 5 different shades. Remember, this is the one that doesn't line up perfectly, but what I like to look at is the, like, that's the part of his head right before the beak, and then I just kind of make sure that those are semi in line, and then I like the way that looks. So now we're going to stamp that there. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I love the color, I love the stamp, and I am going to clean it because I have to steal blocks for the 4th project because I didn't have any of this size left that wasn't already being used. So let me take these off real quick. And let's see, that one goes here, and then this one goes here. Okay, and that's all we'll do with that for right now. These are going to go with this project here. Okay, so let me get the Memento Black, and I am going to grab, I brought over a whole pack of scratch paper. I mean, yeah, like Whisper White scraps. What did I do with it? Jeez, there's no telling. With me, there's no telling. Let's see. Is it in? Nope. It's not there. Ah, here it is. I hid it from myself. Okay. So, this, let's see. I'm just going to grab a strip. I mean, it's just scratch. And this says, "Hello, friend." And I'm just going to stamp it right there. Ooh, that's a lot of ink. Maybe I got too much. There we go, that's much better. I also pressed really hard here too, so be mindful of that. And if you want to, it's a good idea to practice, especially even like after you re-ink your ink pad, which is what happened with this one. And I just got too much ink on there, so, and I pressed too hard. So that's how you fix that. And then, let's see, we're going to cut it, but I'm debating as to whether or not I want to use my trimmer. Let's see if I can get this out. Okay. So I do know that we're just going to, I don't know that I can get this into the frame, but I think it is. It's super crooked to begin with, so there's that, but that's okay because that's trash. we're just going to use our scissors, and we're not going to stress about it being perfect. We're just going to cut it. And so I'm just going to go right down to the bottom of the F and my D. And, you know, I went a little crooked, so I can come over here and straighten that up. And then I want to, let me cut this part first. Yeah, let's cut this first. Because I want to just angle the ends. So, there we go. So I'm just going to go like that. And then we're going to come down and go like that. You could also put this on a die cut too, but I was trying to make this be like a super fast and quick little gift that you could make. We're not using any embellishments or ribbon or anything. Just kind of keeping it to the basics. I'm going to put a few dimensionals here. No saggy middles. And let's do one more. And we'll get these off. And we've got that opening the right way, so we're just going to put this kind of down like this. And you might have a different shape that you want to use if you don't have these dies. Yeah, I mean there's quite a bit of white space left, but that's okay. And then we're going to go, well, we can fit one. I think right here at the edge, that it'll go like right there. So I'm just going to do a little bit. Basically, I'm not even squeezing, I'm just spreading it around with the tip. And then we'll come in like this. Now you could come in and add your just jade ribbon, or we've got those enamel dots, we've got rhinestones. This is just kind of the bones of it, just to get it stamped, and then you can do all of the bells and whistles that you would like. Okay, so that's it for that card. So, and I'll make sure to show them to you all at the end, okay? So let me put these dimensionals back over here and take a quick drink. I still have that dang COVID cough. And it's super cold here today, but I'm excited about that. Okay, so now we're going to take, and I have all my little supplies right here. I need the black. So we're using the black and the Flirty Flamingo. This is a Blushing Bride scrap that I'm going to use with the double oval punch. Got the largest stitched and the, I don't remember what number this is, but I will write it down. I will get it down for you on the dimensions. So we've got our basic black cardstock, again 4 1/4 by 11. Now if you prefer your cards to go the other way, then by all means make them go the other way. These images and papers will still fit. It'll just be the kind of card, you know, the kind of card that opens like this, that's tall. So I like these because they're easy to photograph and they stand up better, in my opinion, for the person to put on their desk or table or whatever. I've got some of my favorite things behind me. I do too. Susan, it's so funny that this was my prize patrol. There was a virtual event that Stampin' Up! Held, and everybody got prize patrol, but you know, there were different things, and I don't remember what number it was, but I got this stamp set, and I looked at it, and I was like, ugh, like the one stamp set that I wouldn't buy, because it's a $100 purchase, so I would have much rather had the berries, right? Well, I had it and it was totally free, so I decided I need to use it. I really need to use it. So, and I'm glad I did, because once I laid ink on those stamps, oh my gosh, it's just, this is what my fourth or fifth little gift thing of cards. I don't know. I just love it. Here we go. Okay. Now we're going to take this flower and ink that up in the Memento. Twist and tap with that ink pad. And then you're going to come up and this will go right like this. Oh, don't fall. You're next, don't fall. Okay, isn't that pretty? Love it. Okay, and then we've got the Flirty Flamingo. Yes, my arm and hand is still bothering me. Let me grab, and I think, oh yeah, we definitely want to stamp off, or at least I do. Now you could also use Blushing Bride for this. Whichever you have. I am not a huge fan of Blushing Bride, but when it's in the paper, I will absolutely use it, but it's definitely not a go-to for me when I'm wanting to grab a pink. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here for just a second, and I'm going to take the Thinking of You and the Flirty Flamingo, and we're going to stamp that down here on this Blushing Bride. And we're done with that one. Done with that one. Alright, so let's put this down like this. And then this is a very tight border. I love that these dies got redesigned. We used to have them, you know, circles, squares, and ovals, but they weren't, you know, they weren't stitched, but they were like the layering ones, but, you know, no scallops or anything. Anyway, they were big and clunky, and it was what was, it matched the style, you know, of what that was a few years ago, so, but I was really glad they changed them up. Now this is actually a little big, but I wonder if maybe I shouldn't do a layer, because that's really big. Yeah, I don't really like the way that looks. Let's see. Let's cut some of this off. Let's not waste it. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so I think we'll do... Oh, okay, hang on. Okay, and then if this needs dimensionals, and then we'll check. We'll see what the label kind of says once we get. Do you guys do that too? Like you'll put a piece of it down and see, like you know how it just comes to life what you need to do with the other piece. Like for instance, your sentiment. So I want to put this down up here, and I want to kind of go off to the left because I'm going to have that label there, and I'm kind of wanting to end on a black line so that the scallop square doesn't get completely lost, and then I'm just trying to make sure that it's straight. Is that, I think it's straight-ish. Now, but I'm just wondering if this needs a black behind it. What do you guys think? Let me grab a black scrap and punch that, and then you guys can tell me what you think. Let's see, so I've got a scrap of black right there. let's punch the scallop. Oop, not that way. Okay. And then, let's see. I don't know. I don't think I like that either. Ooh, That's not really speaking to me either. Maybe we should just go like this. Or should it be Flirty Flamingo? Do I have any Flirty Flamingo left out here? Let's see. Yeah. Let's just punch it. So now we're just going to kind of play with it. I don't know that I particularly care for that, but I do like it better than the black. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ah, okay. Susan says black. Change the color of the paper the stamp is on. Ah, to white. Like this. I should stamp this onto white. We can do that. Let's grab this and let's grab the ink. Maybe I should stamp it in black. We'll stamp it in both ways. So here is the Flirty Flamingo, and let's clean that off. And we'll do it, pardon my reach, I threw the Memento all the way over on the other side. Okay, so here it is in black. And I think I've given myself enough room. I hope I have. Okay, so that is done, and this is done. Alright. So I'm going to let this dry for just a second, but I think we can punch out the other one. Oops. We need to cut off just a little bit. Either that or maybe I can just come in from the other side. Nope, it needs to be cut off a little bit. Alright. Let's cut off just a smidge. There we go. And then I'm going to cut it off from the top, so now I have to do it upside down. Okay, Gail says, yeah, Laura, I agree with you. And Gail says to stamp it in black. So, okay, so here we go. This is fun. Look, I like creating together with you guys. So this will come in. Okay, and go like that. There we go. All right, so now let's take a look. So here it is in the pink on the black. So now it definitely needs a label because otherwise it would be white on white and it gets lost. So, but what about the black on the pink? Ooh, that's kind of pretty. What do you guys think about that? And here's the other one, well, we really have 4 options, but I don't think we want black on black. I think that's too much. I'm really liking this. Okay, Laura says yes. So I will put those in the scrap bin, and maybe I will use them. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is put it down flat. Alright, I'm going to have to bring in some help. Okay. So this is going to go centered like this. Now if you didn't have this punch, because I'm pretty sure it's on back order, if you didn't have the punch, you could use the layering ovals, or you could punch it with a circle, or just, you know, cut it out yourself. Work with what you have. Okay, so it needs dimensionals on the bottom for sure. And then let's see if it needs one. Yeah, it's going to need something right there. I just don't want it sagging. And then this needs a little bit up there. Okay. So now we can, yeah. Good job, you guys. I like that. Woohoo. That looks so pretty. All right. Yay. I agree. Okay, ladies, good job. And then, of course, you know, I would do the inside probably with this the same way, and I would also do the envelope the same way. So, yeah. Okay, so that's number 2. Let's see if we can't get through the other ones a little quicker. That one kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, huh, I don't like that. But that's the beauty of this community where we share with each other and we, you know, I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so we're doing the butterfly for this one. And then I've got Poppy Parade cardstock. And this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this is going to go it's like a tent fold, I think is what it's called. So it doesn't matter which way you do your card, the layers are all still the same. It just it'll matter the direction. Like this paper has a specific direction on this side, so you needed to make sure that you cut it correctly so it didn't end up going across like this. Of course, then you could just turn the card, but we're gonna make it this way. Oh goodness, yep. Okay, let's see. I have my measurements written down over here. Yeah, so this one's pretty quick, but let's do the stamping first. So we're gonna bring in the Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green, and we're gonna use the Memento Black again. So let's stamp our outline of our butterfly with the Memento. Now, you know, one thing that I have not done, not even once, with not even playing around have I done it, is color these in with the blends. If you like to color, man, maybe I'll have to get some pictures of some ones colored with blends, and I'll post them. Maybe I can get that done and post them for you, because this is a fantastic set for coloring. But if you don't care to color, or maybe you just don't have time to color, I really love that they have these, the fill stamps. And we're going to let that dry for a minute before we stamp the Poppy Parade. So let's do the little label. This is definitely a scrap. Let's see. Yeah, that's really got some stuff on it. I'm going to trash that one. And let's do this one. Oops. And let's bring in, I think we're going to use the lovely label punch. So let's see. This is Best Wishes, and I'm just measuring it out over here on my grid paper. This is, it's going to look really good at 3/4 of an inch. So let's start there and go from there. So 3/4. Come on. There we go. And then, I don't know how long we need to make it. You know, I don't know, 3.5 or so. And we'll do 2 just in case. Okay. Alright, so there is the label. Let's get this out of the way. I've managed to work myself into the smallest of all spaces. Okay, I think my blade needs to be changed. getting some fuzzies. Okay, so this is Granny Apple Green. And you know what I'm going to do first is I like to punch one end with it because then I can kind of guess where I need to, you know, how far over I need to stamp. So let's do that one like that. You could also use this shape. There's 3 different sizes of each shape. And that's 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch are your options with this. So I want to just come in here and leave a little room. I'm not going to go all the way out to the edge of the label, but maybe about there. And this would be the perfect place to add some sort of bling. Okay, we'll let that dry for just 1 second because it won't take very long. Let's stamp the inside here. And let's see if we want to go full strength or stamped off. I think in stamped off. Because we stamped it in black too, it's really going to make it pop. And then this one, you can kind of line up his little head right there. But again, it's not meant to be perfect and exact, and I love it because this is 2-step stamping where everyone can be successful. Look at that. Huh, love it. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that one. I haven't been cleaning as I go like I normally do, but that's just because I'm not quite myself. I am so glad that I am here and that you guys are here with me. But, you know, the fact is, when you don't feel good, you don't feel good. But this is definitely taking my mind off of it a little bit. Okay. And if you remember a few weeks back when we made the gift card set with the strawberries and I put them in that clear acetate box, I'm going to do the same thing with these. And I will then, once I do that, then I'll take a picture of the box too, and how I packaged them up for my gift. So, okay, so now what I like to do is turn it upside down because we're going to turn the punch over. And this is going to be very interesting to see if Darlene can actually do this. Okay, so that needs to kind of be, and I like to make sure that, you know, it's flush against the back, and then you can push, and let's see how close we are. Come out, come out. Okay, so we can take off a little bit more. So I'm going to put it back in there. We're going to have to sand it too. I'm going to go all the way to the back and then punch. And let's see. I think we can go just a smidge more. Let's go just a smidge. So we're working on this side. That's the thing, is you got to pay attention to which side you're working on. And I'm not going to take this one all the way to the back, but I need to line up my scallops so I don't make it be like off. And I have the wrong hand over here. Okay. There we go. I like that. Because, I mean, maybe I will go in and add some bling or something. I just really felt like I just wanted to come on and be here and catch up with you guys, but, you know, not do the entire thing. And that's okay. I will get pictures and stuff for you. So I got my little nail sander thing, and I definitely need to change my cutting blade. I just bought some blades, so yeah, so when you're getting that raggedy edge like that, it's time to change your blade. Okay, so let's get this glued down. And I'm really, it's really hard for me to not do more with these, because for me, the more stuff is the better, and that's just the style that I like. But of course, you know, those cards end up you know, costing extra to mail. And so with a gift like this, and maybe it's someone's first experience with handmade cards, you know, I really don't want them to think that, oh my God, if I'm not going to make stuff like that because you have to pay, you know, extra postage or whatever. So it's just an opportunity to introduce somebody to stamping, or introduce someone to handmade cards. I mean, and the beauty of the gift of handmade cards. And by popping up the little labels, I think that we're still okay with like postage. I'm not going to put extra postage on this. Especially because you can put a piece of cardstock or thin chipboard. I used some postcard advertising type things. You put that over the top, especially if you have some rhinestones, and it'll make it still go through the machine. The thing that happens as to why you have to pay extra is when when it's non-machinable. Like they have to do it themselves, you know. It's like, oh my God. But, you know, I don't run or work for the post office, so who am I to judge? But I think this is going to go just like that, so we're going to do just a smidge here. And then, you know, I can't help myself. I'm going to do one more. And then this will go down like that. I love that Poppy Parade with that Granny Apple Green. And this yellow is Bumblebee. I mean, what a great color combination. So, and straight from the paper, you know, I mean, the paper did the hard part. So there's that one. Okay, so now here comes the last one. And I've already got the blocks. And we're going to be using this image. So we've used all the images in the book, in the set, but we haven't used all of the sentiments. Like, I think there's still hope and love left that that I just haven't used. So maybe that might make its way onto the front of the card. I've also got the thank you for this one, and we're going to double dip with Granny Apple Green. Okay, and of course we're going to use Memento. So let me find, here that is. That's right here. Okay, so this one's Memento, and that one's, these are Granny Apple Green. Okay, so we've got Balmy Blue card base. And let's see if we can get this folded. So this is this is going to go the same direction as the last card. So it's 8.5 by 5.5. And then we've just folded it in the middle. I mean, I scored it at 4 1/4. Okay. And then this one, this Granny Apple Green, this is 3 3/4 by 5.5. It's going to run the whole width of the card. And then I made the designer paper is 3 3/8 by 5.5. So there's just going to be a little hint of the green on the top and the bottom. Again, I love that Granny Apple Green is such a fun, bright color. It just makes you happy. Alright, so I'm going to turn this over. And I'm just looking to have, you know, similar size spacing. It's going to go edge to edge this way. Come on. Boy. Okay. It wouldn't slide. Maybe it's because I didn't have enough glue on there, but that's close enough. And nobody's gonna notice this. It's not gonna be a big deal. So let's just, I need to put a reminder. Susan, you'll have to tell me, don't forget to change your blade. Okay, and then this is gonna go down like this. So again, we're wanting to make them mailable without extra postage. So then this is going to go, and I should have turned this way because it's easier for me. Especially on a day like today where I am loving the cold weather, but dang, It is hard on your body. I mean, I know that I've had injuries from sports in high school that are still affected by the weather. My knee, for instance, was the biggest blowout in high school. Actually, it was in 7th grade, and I was on crutches the entire year, my entire 7th grade year. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I think that was God's way of telling me that I was a klutz, that I shouldn't be playing basketball, but, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so let's get this stamped. Give that a little twist, and I think that it's also might go off of, this is the largest circle, and it might just fit like that. Oh, and here comes Andy. We're almost done. He knows that when he comes in and the lights are like this, that I'm filming. Oh my gosh, I hope all the kitchen is clean for him. So, okay. Granny apple green to fill in our leaves. Let's see where our paper is. I kind of feel like I want to go full strength with this one just because I love the color so much. So let's not stamp this one off. And we'll get that up there just like that. Hi, honey. Almost done. Okay, that'll lighten up too a little bit. So then let me get, this one is going to be a thank you. Again, this is a scrap, but it's 3/4 of an inch. Let's see. Where did that punch go? Jeez Louise, I have an extra piece of cardstock. I wonder what card that went to. Where did... Oh, I hid it from myself. It's right here. Alright, let's see. I think this is too small. I'm going to have to... There we go. Ooh, that didn't turn out very well. Okay, new piece. Let's see what this one is. Okay. This will be easier to work with anyway. It might be a smidge over 3/4 of an inch, but that'll work. Alright, let's see what's going on with this stamp and this color. Let's grab, I think maybe it just needs to be re-inked on that side. It wasn't picking it up. Much better. Okay. Now, cut that off and we'll stick it in this way. And then we can take a look. There we go. I'm going to call that done. Okay. Alright, so now we'll get some dimensionals, and this one will be done, and then I will show you all the cards. And let's see. And a whole bunch of paper pumpkin adhesive, so hopefully, there we go. And then this one, let's see, I'm trying to make it go like that, so we'll just do one right there. Okay. And we're going to put that right like that. And do a little, you could put a glue dot there too. Cute. Okay. So let me get all that out of the way. Gosh, the whole space is just... Okay. So, here's what we did. There's this one, and this one, and then we have this, and this one. So I will get pictures of all of this taken and the measurements posted, and I think that's it. Let's see if we're still, because I look like I'm frozen over here. Huh. I don't know what happened. Oh, I did. I did. I just froze. Let's see. Well, hopefully, there we go. Now it picked back up. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what happened. I just realized, I didn't even realize that I was frozen. Sorry, I hadn't looked up. Well, here are the 4 cards, and I was just saying that I will get all of the measurements and pictures and all of that up to you guys very soon. And hopefully hopefully you got to see how that I put this card together. It's the same as all the other ones, except I did full strength on the Granny Apple Green because I'm not sure exactly where it froze. So yeah, so there we go. So another little a touch of ink class, if you will, that you could make a really nice little gift set. Like I have, here we go. Remember we made this one? And we put it into our acetate box and then wrapped with the belly band, and I'll do a little, I'll do a sweet tag and get pictures of that for you. So thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little while and put up with all the craziness and technology and all of that good stuff. I'm hoping that I can come over here and figure out. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. And Gail, your package went into the mail this morning. So January gifts for the birthday cards, and I will get that PDF emailed over to you as well. So those all went out to everyone that placed an order using my host code. Thank you so much. We've got BOGO coming up next weekend. So that'll be fun. So be ready, on the lookout for that. So it's lots of new goodies that are from the holiday catalog, but then I also have some older things that were in the annual catalog even a year and 2 years ago. So I just have a selection. There'll be some photo albums labeled with you know, bundles, stamps, embellishments, dies. They'll all be categorized out. So be on the lookout for that, and then also make sure you're signed up for my email list. And I'm going to send out the registration link for the Snailed It Up Card Club class for this month. And yeah, so the easiest way to stay in touch is to get on my email list, and you can do that at darlingstampinspot.com. So if you need any of the supplies that I used today, or if you are wanting to make a purchase at all, here is my current host code, and there is my website. So I can't wait to play with this software a little more and figure out how to be able to watch Facebook and see to see the comments and everything, because it's not worth it if I can't see you guys. So you'll be seeing a little more of me, and I just think it's really important, and it will help us get to know each other a little better. So again, thank you so much for taking time to hang out with me for a little bit, and I will see you soon. Bye. I don't know where to end it. I don't know how to end it. That's funny. Okay, well, I'll need to figure that out. Because, oh, I know. Wait. I need to take this off. Okay, here we go. Right here. Stop. Okay.